Yo!
Yo!
Chokes and consciousness. It's a special one.
We're superheroes today.
Yeah, for those of you listening who are not subscribed or not watching, but you should do both, if not for anything else, for this special episode. This is not Deja and Michaela, this
No.
episode.
I am Spider-Man.
And I am Blade. So, this is going to be our special episode. You guys are going to be like, yeah, sound the same. No, I'm Blade. That is Spider-Man.
Yeah, we didn't change our voices.
But no, obviously, we're still going to bring, Chokes and Consciousness. We're still going to bring the essence of Chokes and Consciousness, but we're going in for this special Halloween week. Also, as we enter, as we have for the last week, we have a solid week now into Scorpio season. What up, Scorpios? But yeah, we're bringing it in. So we encourage you, if you really want to get the full effect of this special episode, I suggest you go on our YouTube page and get the full look.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, baby!
We hit 200 followers on YouTube, or subscribers.
Go! Let's go! I'm running, but you can't see it. My legs are going. I'm running, but you can't see it. 200.
Yeah.
200?
We hit that goal.
Hey, congrats.
Yeah, congrats, Deja. I mean,
congrats, Michaela.
Blade.
What do you know? Spider-Man. Hey, we appreciate you, Enlightened Ones. Thanks for getting us over the hump of 200. We were there at 199 for a hot second.
Mm-hmm.
we were just staying there. But keep liking and subscribing. We know we've been out for a couple weeks, but like we've been saying, look, things happen. Adulting, okay? We got stuff to do. Things get busy. Gotta acclimate. New seasons. We're new and upcoming into the Scorpio season. So we're bringing it back on a special episode. So forgive us.
Please.
Yes. So happy Halloween, everybody out there. I know we're going to be dropping this episode on Halloween. So whatever you got going on tonight, because this is when you hear this, is going to be a Friday. It's going to be lit for the weekend. For some of y'all, don't get too wild out there, because I know it's been a hot minute since Halloween has been on a weekend. Be safe out there. And also,
get your candy.
Get your candy. Yes, get your candy. And also, if you got the kiddos coming around, give the kiddos some good stuff. I know candy's expensive out there. Look, everybody's pockets are running a little dry these days, and these candy, they're getting a little crazy expensive. So, but hook the kids up if you got some kiddos coming around.
Should we go out tomorrow night?
I mean, think that might be part of the plan to get out.
I mean,
we have to protect the streets.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I was talking about trick or treating, but no, we got to protect the kids.
At this point, we might be able to, I think, be like fake being kids. They might not know we're full grown adults.
No, there's an 11-year-old in kids class who's my size. So I think we can pass.
Yeah, this little fake stash, I feel like they might be like, oh, can't really see the grays in here. I think we could.
Yeah, the fake stash. I can't stop looking to saw your fake stash.
Yep, that's right. Gotta have the Blade / Wesley famous stash. Then. So, what as far as this Halloween goes, we're excited. I'm curious. What is Spider-Man's favorite candy? What do you tend to get on during Halloween?
Reese's.
Yeah, I do love me a good Reese's. But then there's like some other ones where I'm like, because That's usually the go-to. But then when it's kind of in a mix of other things, even though it's a go-to and you want to deviate, there's some strong heavy hitters, like alternative heavy hitters, like a good Kit Kat,
Yeah, they're alright. Or a
you know,
Snickers.
good Snickers, a good Twix.
Mhm. Good
Those are
Almond
yeah.
Joys.
I'm That's not my jam. I would definitely happily give you all my almond joys
Yeah, I
if
like
I had
them.
almond joys. And Whoppers, you can have
No, I'll
those.
pass on the Whoppers.
Hmm. Imma give them away anyway.
Who eats
So
Whoppers? Like, who just eats plain Whoppers?
there is a type of I bet you Nikki eats Whoppers.
Let
Nikki.
us know.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet she would take the Whoppers. She'd be the one to take them. Or I wasn't even don't give me no hot tamales either. I didn't want no hot tamales in my bag. That
Dang,
always threw me out too.
I like the hot tamales.
Mm-mm. Yeah, no. Not absolutely not. And again, nowadays you're not getting full size. I think when we were kids, when I was a kid anyway, you got a mix. It was like you got the fun size bars, but every once in a while you did get the regular or maybe even a king. I don't think anybody's getting those at all. You're mini all day across the board.
I mean, it matters where you go. There's some nice houses down the road. They might have
Oh,
kings.
you've scoped out.
Yeah.
Maybe regular, but king size? King size in 2025?
I mean, we won't know unless we go trick-or-treating.
Just trying to pull up. Okay, trick or treating and in 2025. I know we see the kids, and I said hand out the kids, but do kids even trick or treat like that anymore?
I don't know. Nobody stuffs at our house, so I have no idea.
We get like a little handful just because like where we're at in the location, but
Di
outside of that,
Did you ever do the trunk or treats? When did they start doing those? And, like, why is that the thing now instead of going door
because
to door?
lazy asses. I don't know. Is that is that just can't get the candy in the truck in
Yeah.
the back of the
You just park
yeah,
your
what
car and hand out candy from your trunk.
see, don't let me go off again. Remember a couple weeks ago we were talking about Ozempic. Now we got Ozempic. Don't even need to walk to get your candy anymore. That was part of it. You're sitting there walking around the neighborhood burning calories so you can get the sugar hits. Now you just want me
Mhm.
to walk to the car and just dip in, just stand there.
Yeah, and
What are we doing?
everybody parks in a parking lot. It just seems boring to me. I'm glad we didn't do that when we were kids.
Same. Hey, no judgment if that was part of your situation and still don't get it. Just still don't get I don't subscribe. I subscribe back in the day walking around and whatnot. Shout out Sam. Again, I'm whole decade older than than Sam, but he's right. But when I was a kid, it was essentially kind of like the same thing too. You could trick or treat till like 2, 3 in the morning.
Mhm.
You had multiple rounds,
We didn't go that late.
but we were hard in the paint.
But you grew up in the city, right? Like, you were in town.
No, I was in Scandalous Tea, Topeka.
Yeah, but did you live in town? Like, near
Yeah.
houses? Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was out my mom had to drive us to houses because we were in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, got you. And like some of those, right? Like once you got past like midnight, because obviously people got to sleep. They're like, don't ring on my damn doorbell. But
Mhm.
like some people, right? They had like stuff outside. So it's more so you just like being with your little crew of people and just kind of like walking around, had your little maybe chaperone like drive it around, make sure you're all good and stuff. But I feel like kids nowadays, it's like 7 o'clock, done. Won't see another one.
Mhm.
Tragic.
Yeah, it was kinda sad.
Tragic. Hen, hey. And also the decorate I mean, I've been seeing some Halloween yard stuff out.
A little bit. Some houses go real hard.
Mhm.
I
Maybe a little too hard.
Yeah, like, there'll just be one house that goes hard, and then the rest of the neighborhood doesn't really put anything up.
Yeah. Mm. But I mess with those I'm like, I know what kind of person you are.
Mhm.
You were down to get down.
Fun.
Exactly. A fun person. A fun family.
We should go to all the cool houses in town. That's where we should trick or treat.
You're determined to trick or treat.
I just think it's fun.
When's the last time you went trick or treating?
Um, my freshman year of college, Jeff and I went out.
Wow, damn.
Yeah, it was fun
How was
though.
that?
It was cool. Like, we went around a couple houses, and then we stopped at our last stop. This lady was like, "Do you guys eat peanuts or peanut butter?" And we're like, "Yeah." And she gave us all her kids' candy that contained nuts. So we
Dang.
got a
I
ton
mean,
of candy.
that's great. That was an excellent that's a yeah, I mean, I'm here for that.
Yeah, that was fun.
Okay. Help them out and helped you out.
Mhm.
Get the sugar hits.
Yeah, I'd do it again.
All right. Okay. So, speaking, I got to pull it up too. So, speaking of Halloween, right? I mean, I've had a lot of costumes throughout the years. I love dressing up as a kid, going to school. You had your little, you did your little tours around each classroom, right? Kindergarten to fifth grade, or that's how we did it anyway. Got all your little candy
Mhm.
and stuff. Uh, and like as an adult, again, I think the last time I went trick or treating was probably honestly the last time I went trick or treating was probably fifth grade.
No.
Yeah, because I remember in sixth grade being like, "Am I too old to trick or treat?" Because
Dang.
like recess was over, and like not to dress up, but like trick or treat, it's just too big at that point. So I think fifth grade was probably the end of my trick or treating years, but not dressing up. So I'm saying had some solid costumes. Halloween's fun as an adult too,
Mhm.
you know. Uh and I think when people think about your costumes, it's like what goes into it. Everybody has their own kind of like flair as to what they want to do for Halloween. Like this is the time where you can just zone out and be whoever. You don't have to be you.
Yeah, I'm Spider-Man right now.
I don't even see anyone else. I see no one else but Spider-Man looking at me and talking to me right now.
That's what's
When I'm
happening.
looking yeah, when I'm looking at me right now, all I see is Blade.
Same.
I don't even see Deja anymore. Where'd she go? Gone.
I'll see her tomorrow.
Yeah, you will. Or tonight, rather. You'll see me tonight.
No. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so I thought it would be kind of fun. I mean, some of us, I think for the most part, we know some of the origins, or at least the core origins of our story. But I feel like I was going to pop up a couple of our origin stories, Spider-Man and
Alright.
Blade. 'Cause we're part of the Marvel universe. I don't know if any of y'all know. Spider-Man's worldwide, universal. I think if you don't know Spider-Man, I'm questioning how you grew up.
Mhm.
And even as an adult, there's too many Spider-Man movies,
I
too much
know.
Spider-Man going on.
Hey, right.
Everybody should know who Spider-Man is.
Mhm.
I somewhat understand if you don't necessarily know who Blade is, but I'm here to tell you, Blade is that, okay? I am. I am that. And together, we're in the Marvel universe, y'all. So if you're a Marvel DC type person, I'm always gonna say Marvel is over DC. Like DC, I also give DC this. DC's got the better villains. But Marvel, honestly, as like a whole and heroes is top tier.
When I went to New York, I finally understood Spider-Man for real.
Ooh,
I was like,
okay.
"Oh, I get this now."
Let us in. What was your realization?
Just the city, like, all the tall buildings. I'm like, "Oh, I could definitely swing from building to building."
Whee! Yep. Yeah, you could. And that's what you did.
Mhm.
Swinging around. So, enlightened ones, we're gonna do a quick origin story before we get into our Scorpio season for uh this Halloween episode for our topic and our Zen talk of what we're bringing today. Because I know y'all been including, you know, Blade Slash. We've been feeling that energy. Okay, we've definitely been feeling the shakeup of the energy. And since it has been a couple weeks, you haven't seen me. We saw you on the post Michaela's birthday, I think. But right before my Deja's birthday.
Yeah, we gotta
Early
talk about
birthday.
your birthday or
So
Deja's birthday.
we will all go into that here in a little bit after we get to Spider-Man and Blade's origin story, so y'all can understand where this topic and Zen Talk of the Week is coming from, and maybe so you can, wherever you're listening, you can just sit there and just stop and be like, dang, how did you know me too? Look, I know a lot of y'all have been going through it, been triggering, a lot of stuff's coming up. You're not alone. And we'll get into it. So, Spider-Man. Spider-Man origin story. Let's get into a brief history of Spider-Man. So, I don't know if I like that story. Okay, here we go. Ooh. This is the .gov. I'm gonna give you like
.gov.
the official. Oh, they were just saying they got the origin story. They weren't gonna give it to me. They weren't gonna give that to me. I don't want all your comic books.
Well, I got bit by a spider.
You did.
That's how it started.
Okay. Yeah, so this is essentially what it was. So Spider-Man, your origin story starts with this. So on Marvel.com, Spider-Man. Along came a spider. A bite from a spider somehow granted teenager Peter Parker its arachnid abilities, and instead of using them for personal gain, he decided to help others with them. Right?
Yeah.
Uncle Ben, right? With great power comes great responsibility. We all know the motto. So, an orphan living with his aunt, May Parker, the boy chose to wear a mask while fighting crime so as not to burden her with his actions. You weren't trying to put that on May. You're already dealing with the tragic loss of Uncle Ben.
Yeah, it would have stressed her out.
Honestly, So, Spider-Man's been out here. You were just doing what you were doing. This is me freestyling right now, but you were just basically doing what you were doing. You went on a little tour and then splat out. Spider bit you.
Yeah, and then the next day I got my powers.
Superhuman spider powers and abilities after being bitten. So these powers included superhuman strength, speed, agility, reflexes and durability, clinging to surfaces and ceilings, and detecting danger with your precognitive spidey senses.
Spot on.
Yeah. Right there. That's Spider-Man. And so another part, again, just off of memory from what I understand of Spider-Man, of your story, part of what led you into this, right, is you were out somewhere, you were with Uncle Ben, kind of got into it a little bit, right? And then this robber came in, stole some money, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna let homeboy slide. I'm not even gonna help the police.
Mm-hmm.
And then dude got Uncle Ben.
Yeah. Tragic.
It was.
Turned my life around after that. How to start helping people.
Yeah. Just been twirling around the city ever since.
Mm-hmm.
Going into different, multiverses and whatnot. You've had a long run. Many adventures.
Yeah, there's many movies.
Tons of movies. Who do you think who played the best Spider-Man? Who played you the best in the movies?
I mean, honestly, I like the first one. Just because
Toby?
Yeah. 'Cause that's what I grew up on, you know?
The OG.
Mhm.
So we got Tobes, your fave. I could see we got now we got Tom Holland.
Yeah, he's a good one.
He is.
I just like the
We've had
originals, though, you
and
know?
I'm here for the OGs. Go back and watch the OG ones, okay? Inlight ones if you haven't. If you haven't seen them, the Toby days.
Yeah, and the animated one's pretty sweet too, Into the Spider-Verse. I really enjoyed those.
I didn't watch that one. I think I just saw clips of it.
Yeah, you should, the animation's really cool. It's really
Yeah,
colorful and vibrant. You should watch it.
I should watch that. I should. Um, okay. So I'm pulling this up. Okay, Blade. Where do I come from? Who's Blade? Daywalker. Okay, that's right. I'm out here in the day. I'm half vamp. I'm half human. But I slay vamps. Okay, it's not any kind of like internalized hate or anything. I'm just out here trying to protect everybody out here on these streets because I know what them full bloods are out here doing and what they're capable of. Okay? So, as far as my origin story on, what happened to me. So, according to this what we got cbr.com, born Eric Cross Brooks in Soho, London, Blade suffered a calamity before he was even born into the world. So before I even came up in this world, they already messing with me in the womb, you
Dang.
know? So my mom's was racked with pain from child labor. Late one night, a doctor was called to help her out, and no one present suspected was that the doctor was not human, but in actuality, my vampire deity, Deacon
Dang.
Frost, little Deacon Frost. So he was out here masquerading as a human doctor and then killed my mom's, and while she was in labor and just basically like draining out, dying out, I was born. I was born after she died. Deacon didn't even, he didn't probably would have got me right at birth, but that's not what happened. So after that, um I basically was raised and trained by a vampire hunter who swooped me up. Was like, oh, we know what this baby is. This baby might be a vamp, or no, he's half. Got me, and then trained me, and it was on and popping ever since.
Dang, that's pretty sweet.
So that's where we're at in the Marvel universe, y'all. Blade and Spidey. That's how we came about. That's how we came. I got swords. I got guns. I got stakes. I got explosives.
Yeah, that's pretty
And
awesome.
Spidey's got all the Spidey, and I got all the vampire strengths, none of their weaknesses.
Good, so you're not gonna bite me?
Well, here's the thing: I'm not gonna bite you, but the thirst does get real. Okay, that's part of it. That's part of a little bit of the weakness right there. Is like sometimes I gotta my vampire colleague mixed up some vamp serum, like a little bit of this blood serum that I gotta like inject every once in a while just to kind of like keep the thirst at bay so my vamp side doesn't take all the way over.
Yeah, because if it does, I'm gonna have to use my web against you.
Yeah, I don't I'm all right. I got plenty. I got plenty of what I
Alright,
need.
that's good.
Yeah, I'm subdued in that. It's like I said, I got all the strength. I got all the vampire, like their strength, their speed. Like I said, I can go out in the sun, bright, won't even catch a sweat.
You don't sparkle though, do you?
Nah,
That's good.
I don't. Yeah. Garlic, put extra garlic in my spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely.
Dang,
So
we could really take on some vamps.
if we need again, the apocalypse calls. Blade and Spider Man got y'all. Okay, nowhere to look. Yeah. Okay. So overall, before I get into this rundown of what Scorpio season, let's do. We're still Blade and Spider Man, but how has Blade and Spider Man over? How's our week been? How's the last couple weeks been in general of like our energy?
I think this week's been better. It's been more calm. Everybody seems to be leveling out from the past couple weeks.
Yes and no.
No. Well, every
Yes and no.
people I'm around are a little calmer than what they've been, and I'm feeling a little calmer.
I would agree with you on that. And outwardly, I just also hear like another cluster of like folks just
Mhm.
in it, just in it. But I would agree. Like this week has been a little less since we haven't met and talked with y'all for a couple of weeks. Let me tell you, I don't know about you, if you were I was in the thick of it for the last couple weeks. Let y'all know your girl had scratched, or I think if this is what it felt like, and I scratched it. What was a midlife crisis. I went into like full internal panic.
She did.
I was wrapped up.
That's alright, though.
It's
You
okay.
came out of it,
It
right?
wasn't we're still kind of in it, but we were not in the thick of it, but we were in the thick of it.
Mhm.
So, you know, just let you guys know, the enlightened ones out there know. It's okay to be open and honest about these things. When you go through it, I was just like, I couldn't figure it out. I've been feeling the rumblings for like a couple of months, but it didn't like really amplify until the last couple of weeks, like right before my birthday. And it wasn't like I was like, damn, I'm not looking forward to 37. That wasn't even in my mind. But internally, I was just like, I want to flee everything, but I don't know where.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't flee, you know? I'm glad you
Same.
stayed and worked through it.
Got to stay in the pocket sometimes. You gotta gotta trust the old line for those football fans out there. Trust you might get got, but to make the play, you got to stay in the pocket. So I stayed in the pocket, and I'm still. We may have been hit a couple scrambles in there too. Yeah. Did you feel that yourself?
Like, for me or for you?
Yeah. No, for you.
I mean, I felt a little bit, but, like, I don't know why I was feeling the way I was feeling. Y you know? It just kinda came and left, so I don't really know, but
Yeah. But that was part of it. Like we said, we were deep in our season, Libra season, like we said, best month, still in the best month.
yeah.
Shout out. Uh, and it was a month, and I think a lot of people who are listening out there, a lot of people that we've talked to, you all can resonate with this, that it was a wild time for the October. It was just shaking up a lot of stuff for a lot of different people. I know a lot of people are still, let's say, going through it, and not just shake up like just your natural stress. Like we get external stuff's going on. Okay, that's natural. I'm talking about the external, but also shaking up some old triggers, shaking up some old insecurities and whatnot that you were like, I got this on lock. Not at all. Didn't have it at all. The energy is meant right now to shake you up, to balance you back out as Libra season goes. But now we're in Scorpio season, everybody.
Alright, but I don't Libra season didn't really balance anyone out. I feel like it
No,
stirred up the chaos.
that was the point though. It's got to stir it because we weren't balanced.
Mm-mm.
You know? So in other words, to like, it's almost like, okay, think about it this way. It's like a big ass wave coming in to like clean up everything. Like if you're on a beach And it's like it could be so calm, balanced, but then like a huge wave or whatever, like just comes in and just clears everything out. And then you wouldn't even know if you weren't right there experiencing, but you gotta go through that like that washout. So I think we were experiencing the washout to
Mm.
get to the calm.
Yeah, we had to have a tsunami hit.
Right,
Wa
right, yeah, we did.
Wash
And
everything
what that
away.
was exactly, and what that was, and not necessarily calm, is what we were talking about, because our topic in our Zen Talk of the week this week, and like I said, we'll get into what Scorpio season means. Shout out to those Scorpios out there. But this is exactly what the calm is, but not necessarily in terms of peace, in terms of your opening up your senses and your awareness. Because a lot of us are just walking around here kind of half sleep. So if I'm not fully awake, I'm not shedding the stuff that I actually need to really shed, old patterns, old cycles, whatever that looks like. So, topic of the week, shadow work and spooky flow, to keep the essence of Halloween in here. So we'll be getting into that. And then our Zen Talk is going to be shedding the mask, because that's what this season is going to be doing for a lot of you. If you're not already in the thick of it, you don't know what I'm talking about, it don't mean it's not impacting you. So just know that. All right. We did that. Scorpio season. How many Scorpios do you know off top?
Just the ones from our gym.
Yeah, that's
Colton,
true.
Josh, and Jill.
Happy birthday, Colton. His birthday day, Dirty 30 on a
Yeah,
30.
number
Golden B
30.
Day.
Oh, that is cool. Dang.
Yeah, so guys, gotta make sure if he's in, tell him happy birthday tonight. Yep, Josh and Jill. Jill's birthday's next Thursday. Happy early birthday to Jill. And then Josh is the week after.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
besides
think we
that,
know.
I don't know. I don't know many Scorpios.
Hmm, that's true. That's true. But we like a good Scorpio. We do. Okay, we went from, when we think about our signs, we went from the air signs. Now we're getting into water. And what is Scorpio 2025? What does this mean, everybody? Okay, buckle up. Refinery29.com says Scorpio season is here and it's time to be cautious. We're now in the middle of fall. The onset of Scorpio season lands in the depths of fall for the northern hemisphere. As we dive into the simmering waters of Scorpio, we'll feel more connected to others because our hearts and minds will be open. We have the opportunity to realize our dreams, and we will be lucky enough to be happy with the outcome. As a fixed water sign, Scorpio is known for devotion and loyalty. The scorpion, who will sting with their poisonous venom, will hurt. It's extremely intuitive and highly aware of their surroundings. Scorpios wear their hearts close to their chests and suss people out before letting them in. In the days ahead, we are going to decide who and what is worth investing our energy into. Being cautious will lead to us being comfortable around the people we trust. The decaying of leaves dropping off the trees reminds us of our own mortality. Scorpio is the sign of sex, death, taxes, and evolution, and we will be monitoring our personal advancement. This is a time to make the shifts that have been in our minds. The winds of change are having a profound effect on us. We hold the power to our success and joy. Manifesting our goals will be easier. Like the crops being picked, our visions will soon be reality. With two retrogrades, Mercury and Jupiter, and a potent super full harvest moon, we'll contemplate our next moves and reflect on the past. The feeling is to watch, or the feeling to watch out for is jealousy, is what it talks about. So, buckle up, Scorpion, Scorpio season, all the shedding. That's what's about to happen here.
Isn't Kate a Scorpio? But like on the very edge of Scorpio
I
season, to where
think
she might not be a Scorpio.
I think according to Kate, shout out Kate. I think according to her birth chart, she may not necessarily be a Scorpio
But
on the cusp.
she's got it tatted on her. She has to be a Scorpio.
Whatever you want to believe, you can believe that. You know, the cusp ones they get a little murky. People say I'm on the cusp because I'm on the last day, but let me tell you all, you girl slash blade, I have done my birth chart, my exact time. I'm indeed a Libra.
Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely a Libra.
Hmm.
But I feel like when you crash out, you're a Scorpio.
Well, no. Here's where the crash out is a mix between the two. My crash out is my Aries and Cancer. That's what it
Oh,
is. Yeah.
okay.
I mean, Cancer and Pisces and Scorpio. Those are the water signs. So that makes sense when my Cancer in my moon or that's my rising, I'll crash out. Libra brings me back in.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm too Libra for you crashing out. Like, I can't I can't handle your crash out vibes. Like, no.
Yeah. Mhm. I mean,
That's alright.
I know. We were like I said, we were in it. Not full crash out, but like I said,
Almost.
I was thick. Almost, yeah, we touched it. Just laid hands on it for a little bit, but we're back. Yeah. So, everybody, as we come back, we're shedding stuff. I'm curious, as we come back into Halloween, do you have any favorite Halloween movies?
Monster House.
Monster House, okay. Okay. I can't say I know. I do like scary movies in general, so I'm always down to watch a good ghost movie, obviously a good vampire
Mhm.
movie during the season. Um,
Yeah, I like
I guess
Jordan Peele's movies. I'm a
yep.
fan of
I
his. They're all
I
creepy and
am.
weird.
People really weren't feeling him, the latest one. I personally liked it. I liked them. I thought it had a lot of symbolism. There's a lot going on there. I wouldn't necessarily classify it as a horror movie, more so maybe a thriller, but agreed. But I actually did just watch Us last week.
Nice. Yeah, that one's
Mhm.
creepy.
That one is creepy. A lot of deep meaning in that. Speaking of shadow, the tethered people. That's exactly what your shadow
Mm.
mirror.
Mhm.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, I need to rewatch it and actually think about it.
it's creepy.
That is creepy.
I think it's on Prime. If you have Prime.
I don't, but
Well, you can. I have Prime.
alright.
Yeah.
Thanks, Blade.
Yeah. Got you. Got you. Okay. Well, Blade and Spidey, let's get to this content. UFC, do you catch any UFC fights this last weekend in the
I saw the highlights, I saw the eye poke. My, childhood friend got married, so I missed the
Oh
fight.
yeah, that's right. That's right. Spidey slash Michaela was in Arkansas this last weekend.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I got to see I did why it was an early card too, because it was in Abu Dhabi, I think.
Mm.
So it came on like the main card started I think like 10 a.m. or
Oh,
something.
really?
Or maybe 1. No, it started prelim started at that early, but the main card I think started at 1.
Mhm. I didn't know that.
Mhm. So, last 2 fights before we get to the main one. So we have a new women's strawweight champion, Mackenzie Dern.
Yeah, does she look alright?
Um, she looked okay and there wasn't much going on in the fight. I
Mm.
mean, it was honestly I think it was 2-2 going into the 5th. I think that she was getting peaked. She did well. She came out well the first round, and then after that, Verna was kind of controlling her, and Mackenzie was willingly kind of letting herself get taken down, and Verna was kind of landing some good shots a little bit, and Mackenzie was doing okay. So it was a little bit of a back and forth, but it wasn't an entertaining fight. And I'm not really sure because Wei Lee, right? That's the reason they had the titles because Wei Lee vacated because Wei Lee is about to fight
Oh.
Valentina.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't even know who's in the division. Rose, because I guess you still got Thug Rose out there.
Dang.
She hasn't been doing much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. I feel like we're just lacking fighters. That's crazy.
Overall, across the board, there's a couple divisions, but not women's, that are kind of sticking out. And just kind of like we were talking about. Speaking of that, the heavyweight fight that got a no contest, which was crazy. The heavyweight division isn't deep either, so
Mhm.
they don't really have any star of the cake. Tom, I guess Aspinall could have. Yeah, the eye poke. It was pretty bad. You look at it on the replay in slow mo. He definitely took knuckle deep in
Mhm.
both
Yeah.
eyes. And as I was watching the fight, that's unfortunate that he took those eye pokes for both fighters. Obviously, hope his vision is all right. And you're not gonna sit here and tell me that fight was gonna go any different from that point before the eye pokes because he was getting pieced up before that. We're talking heavyweights. He wasn't gonna all of a sudden get a second win in round two. He was already looking a little choppy on his technique. I think Cyril was out here just finding his rhythm. So I think the writing was on the wall, and Cyril was gonna win that fight.
Mhm. Yeah, didn't Aspinall come in pretty heavy too?
I think he came in, I think like two, maybe high 240s, maybe 252, something like that.
Mhm.
He still looked like, athletic. He didn't look like big in terms of like just kind of sloppy. He looked chiseled
Yeah.
for heavyweight. So I don't know what's next. They said they're going to book the rematch. And I mean, if you're Tom Aspinall, I mean, Tom needed that fight. He needed that win just for his legacy. At this point, there's really nobody in heavyweight that nobody wants to see you fight. John, you're not going to get that John Jones fight. Francis is long gone. There's no heavy hitters in heavyweight. Just because you're big, I don't think you should be deemed baddest person on the planet or whatever it is. It's gonna be a no for me on the Tom Aspinall train, just in general,
Mhm.
and not necessarily his own fault. It's just a set of unfortunate circumstances.
Yeah. Yeah, but he probably would have lost anyway, right? So,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
He wasn't looking good,
Mhm.
and unfortunately, people are like, well, you don't know. You really don't know. And I know what I was seeing for the first 2 minutes or so, 2-3 minutes before all that happened.
Yeah. I was watching some podcasts with him just to, like, see, like, who he is and what he's like, and he seemed alright, but I I was wanting to see him fight. And I'm like, "Yeah,
Exactly.
no, I really don't have an opinion on him," like, I just don't really care to watch him now.
E-
He
exactly.
missed his
So
shot.
unfortunate for him. Fight out the last 2 fights of your contract and then just go to boxing and get your money because the UFC career, unfortunately, is a wash at this point.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, but going back, like I said, the UFC, as far as like events coming up and fights coming up, yeah, we got some UFC fight nights and UFC ESPN, but the next UFC pay per view, UFC 330 or 322, is going to be where the co main is going to be Valentina defending her flyweight championship against Weili.
Sweet. That'll be a good one.
Mm-hmm. And that will be November 15th. And I don't know. Yeah, I never want to count out Valentina, and she is a little older, but obviously she's gonna have size on Whaley, so I think if she can keep the fight at a distance with her kicks, I think it might give way. Obviously, it's gonna give Whaley some trouble, and I think Whaley could run through that. I think Whaley that might be her night.
Yeah, hopefully it's entertaining. It's a good fight. It should
I
be.
don't think I've seen Wei Li in a boring fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and watch her stuff. I don't think I've seen Wei Li in a boring fight. So we shall see. And then the main event, again, another, which is kind of cool. So Wei Li's coming up to challenge for the women's flyweight. And you have Islam, who also vacated lightweight championship. He's coming up now to challenge Jack Madalena. So he's coming up, challenge welterweight champ. I think that's going to be a really good fight. I think it's going to be, I wouldn't be surprised if Jack won. I'll put it that way, is pound for pound great Islam is. And Islam's going to present a very big challenge for Jack.
You said November 15th?
Yep.
Sweet.
So here in a couple weeks. So we also got Leon Edwards coming up to fight on that main card. Going to be fighting Carlos Prates, and I think that might be a retirement fight, or maybe not for Leon, because Carlos Prates might piece him up.
Mm-hmm. Was Leon's last fight the head kick? Or when he got knocked out?
No.
Okay.
It was, he lost to, who did he lose to? He just looked terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Brady. He lost to Sean Brady, and then he lost his title to Bilal. Yeah, so that is the UFC pay-per-view and stuff coming up. I know we talked about this last time, but I don't think it's confirmed, but Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
You tell the people what's going on with her. I'll pull her up real quick.
Yeah, I listened to a podcast with her the other week, and she says she's probably not going to come back.
No?
But she is training more. It sounds like she's training just for fun, just to get back into it. So, like, that's good. But she also said if the money was right, she would consider another fight.
If the money's right, I don't want to see you still.
But she said whenever she gets hit, she starts to lose her vision. So
because she decided in her career that blocking meant with her face. So yeah. Now that might create some issues down the line. I'm just blocking punches with my face. Bow, bow, bow.
I can take it.
Clearly, not at all. And so and this is exactly why, again, she continues to confirm why I don't mess with her. Sore loser, doesn't take accountability for her own actions and how she navigated stuff. I'm not saying she's totally wrong in terms of like media stuff or whatever, and fans and the fickle fans of MMA. We've talked about that before. And Ronda, I've never heard her be like, you know what? I really did take those losses terribly. I really lashed out. I just wasn't happy. I never heard no kind of ownership.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what she says on MMAfighting.com. Headline: You ain't shit. You never were shit. Ronda Rousey lashes out at MMA fans, media turning on fighters after losing. So she says, quote, MMA fans and media are the most "what have you done lately for us" crowd of any sport, Ronda told Burt Kreischer on his podcast. You look at WWE and they have such a reverence for their legends. In MMA, it's like the second that you're not on top, you're not shit, and you never were shit. While past superstars like Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and The Undertaker are still frequently celebrated in WWE, Rousey saw how quickly fans and media abandoned all-time great UFC champions after losses. Chuck Liddell, when he's on top, he's the best. He's the best. The second that he loses, Oh, Chuck Liddell ain't shit. He never was shit, Rousey says. Rampage Jackson. Oh my God, he's the next Mike Tyson. He's so great. The second he loses, Rampage ain't shit. He never was shit. George St. Pierre. Oh, he loses. He's not shit. He never was shit. Anderson Silva. Oh my God, he was almost like a mythical creature for a while. He was like this ninja and he would hypnotize everyone in front of him. The second he loses, Anderson ain't shit. He was never shit. Fedor Emelianenko or Emelianenko, one of the greatest ever. The second he loses, Fedor ain't shit. He never was shit. Let's see. And then to end this, quote, I think the only reason why MMA fans have their lips so firmly planted at the base of Khabib's, I'm gonna say genitalia is what she says, but she said a different word with the four rooster. I know we curse on here. I'm not gonna go that
Yeah.
crazy.
No,
That's a
you're
hard
good.
C.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he retired before he reached his limit. If he kept fighting until he reached his limit, everybody would be Khabib ain't shit. He never was shit. They're like that with everybody. Name one person. Brock Lesnar ain't shit. He never was shit. Name one past champion. When it comes to her own career, Rousey often spoke about retiring undefeated because she wanted to go down as the greatest of all time, but it turns out her motivation ran a little deeper than that. Rousey hoped by leaving the sport without a single blemish on her resume that she would be remembered fondly and with great esteem from fighters, fans, and media. I wanted to retire undefeated because I was so afraid of everything that I accomplished is going to be nothing if I ever lose. So I have to retire undefeated. If I wasn't if it wasn't for it wasn't until I got into the WWE and saw that wait, you have to retire on a loss. Everybody in WWE has to retire on a loss because you have to pass that touch on. And I think everyone in MMA, they're going to try that to take the torch with them because of how the fans respond to it. So, again, as you hear there, she wanted to be revered. She wanted to be a legend. Pick me, like me, love me. And as soon as I lost, it's completely over for me. You'll never love me again. This is why I'm going to lash out and you all are terrible because you're all. She turned on the meat before she even lost
Mm-hmm.
with that kind of mindset.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't listen to that pod. I listened to a different pod when she didn't complain that much. But she really went at it. Like, dang, Ronda. Like,
Yeah.
nobody hates on fighters like that, you know?
No. That's not I still think it was like you got to look at what they did again, you're not holding account. It's not because they just lost and they're not shit. It was like stuff that comes out after the fact and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody, I still think people love Anderson Silva and whatnot. However, it was him clowning around and the way he lost his title before he broke his leg, and then the whole what was it? Like Viagra, PED kind of like thing towards the end. So that was like a thing. Brock Lesnar, everybody knew you walk past him, you'd pass a drug test yourself. Like everybody knew what he was on. So it was like, again, kind of like legacy. Chuck Liddell, what was his? That wasn't after one loss. It was after he got knocked unconscious and died multiple times in the ring where people was like, hey, yo, dog, it's high time to put him up. Everybody's like that. It's not as
Mm-hmm.
soon as they lose, but I
Mm-hmm.
will say, like I said, MMA fans are fickle in that, and you got to look at the whole picture.
Yeah. Hey, Ronda.
Oh, Ronda.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll see her.
Yeah, maybe. I was really hoping she'd come back, but if she's having vision problems after getting hit, that's probably not. Like, she probably won't come back, but we'll see.
Because she's going to get hit again if she decides to come, she's going to get hit again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what she said when she got knocked out by Holly Holmes. Like, her depth perception was off because she got hit, and then she started losing her vision, so she couldn't, like, tell how far away she was. Like, right before she took that head kick.
Man. Yeah. Because she, again, was coming in not respecting Holly Holm and got her ass pieced up.
Yeah. It's just crazy. Like, if you're having that many problems, you probably shouldn't be fighting. You know, like, if you get hit and then you can't see, that should have been an indicator there, like, "Hey, maybe you should stop."
Like, come on. Come on now. So that is her and all that. So outside of that, you got any other MMA, any other news on your end that we maybe missed just to,
Mm.
on content wise?
No, I can't. I think there's a couple fights coming up in the next month or so, but nothing on the top of my head.
All right, all right. As far as comps coming up, peeps, I mean, I haven't, but I'm going to. That's on the list before Sunday. But the sign up for No Gi Worlds, Michaela and I / Blade Spider Man. We
Mhm.
gonna be out here in December in Vegas alongside Sensei Nikki and hopefully Fred.
Yeah.
Hopefully Fred. We'll see. But we are rounding out the end of the year, everybody. We're 2 more months. It's over.
Yeah.
2025 is over.
That's crazy.
So, AGF Wichita is also
November
coming
8th.
up next weekend.
Yeah, it's next weekend.
And Kansas City IBJJF. I know Dan and Carl are gonna be doing that one.
Mhm. Yeah, and then Subspectrum's having their tournament that weekend too.
Seems like a lot of stuff's going on
Yeah.
next weekend at least.
Mhm. Yeah, the next Queen of the Mat's gonna be, December 28th.
I was like, dang, so close to Christmas. I mean, I get it. You gotta get it in.
Mhm.
It's like, dang.
I mean,
All right.
I'm gonna try to do it.
Yeah. Yep. Might as well.
Mhm.
Because you said the same lady who won the month, the one
That I did.
last time,
Mhm.
she won
Yeah,
again.
she did.
Little phenom.
Mhm. It's like, dang. We had
Is
a
it the same
18-minute
thing?
match. No, I don't know how she won.
Hmm.
But I think there's only 5 or 6 girls signed up, so it's pretty small this past one.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
Well,
I'll see her again.
yeah, you will. That's right. It's coming. It's coming. So look at them comps, everybody. If you're on the fence about some stuff, look at what's coming up. Look what you can do. Get in there, elevate your game, elevate yourself. Keep it moving. All right. You want to get to this topic of the week?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, Halloween. Enlightened ones. Blade Spider-Man out here for y'all. We're in our spooky shadow season. And like we said, with the Scorpio season coming in, it's time to look at the dark side. Look at your dark side. Embrace said dark side. So, with that said, shadow work and the spooky flow is what we have for you this week. So, harnessing the Halloween vibes and the internal transformation that is happening. So, what does that look like? What we talk about? We're talking about. I know some of you have probably heard, some people be on the trend of shadow work and all that. I actually did just buy a shadow work journal. I'm kind of
Oh,
excited
really?
about from
Nice.
Wonder Fairy. I got some prompts, talk about the ego, super ego, all that. Is time to drop the judgments, be more curious and aware. And what are you hiding from, right? Where are you hiding from? So some examples to kind of think about as we get into a little bit of this conversation. A little bit examples of shadows, right? Of like self-doubt, might be injuries hiding there with little injuries, little nicks and knacks you got going on. So this is not only just on the mats, but just personally too. Hidden habits that you might have and whatnot. And the Scorpio season is only going to amplify all this stuff.
Dang.
So I said, yeah. What are the last pod that we have, we were talking about the mirror.
Mhm. Oh, yeah. Taking away all your accomplishments and seeing what's left over.
That's right. That's right. So, you got to bring the stuff that's being shaken up right now. That's what the Libra season did. It was shaking up the stuff that you think is hidden. It's always there. Okay? It's like, if you think about this, maybe not to get super, super deep, but we think about it maybe in like jujitsu. And we've talked about this before. Maybe you got a little nagging injury. My back is tight, fingers are kind of sore and whatnot. So people don't see that externally necessarily as you say something to somebody. But you know what's going on. So like it might disrupt or could alter just the way you roll, how you show up, and those kinds of things. When we talk about competition, maybe I've trained really well. I'm on point physically. I'm feeling great and whatnot. However, there's a lot of self doubt. I'm sitting there internalized and just kind of held hostage with.
Mhm. Yeah, injuries are annoying.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, I feel like I've just been annoyed, like, for almost the whole past year, because something's bothering me. Like, "No!"
It's always something nagging. Exactly. It's always something nagging. And sometimes it's like you think it's gone right until like you do a move or somebody hits it or something. You're just reminded, oh, nope, that's still
Mhm.
there.
Yeah, I went swimming this past weekend and just a little doggy paddle made my elbow pop. Like, "Oh, I
Oh,
haven't done that motion." I don't do a little doggy paddle motion, and I didn't realize, like, oh, my elbow's still kinda messed up.
yep.
Like, "Oh, that
Tell
sucks."
those joints. That's rough.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, and so, like, think about where this stuff is popping up for you. Like, what's coming up for you this season? Like I said, for myself, Blade slash Deja, what was coming up? I said I was scratching midlife crisis. So, like, we go to this birthday. Go back to my birthday last Wednesday. I had a day of presents. I literally just zoned out. For those of you who know, I had a great journey and it was needed. And I did a lot of there's a lot of internal stuff that came up for me. A lot of stuff that I've been maybe resistant and hesitant to kind of work on, but the universe says, we never forget. It's always gonna come up. And it's been coming up more and more. Basically, I have not been embracing my yin of my yang. Meaning I have not been embracing my feminine of my masculine, my dark of my light, even though last year we entered our villain era. Okay. And when I talk about this feminine energy, this is more so meaning like uh the work within, finding strength within softness, which is power, not being necessarily so external, but more so being internal, which affirms just the journey that I've been on. So during my birthday, I got all these little synchronicities that were happening that was like, yes, love within, not the longing, meaning I got to look inside, I got to shake, I got to get more emotion, I got to get more in touch with my emotions, okay? That's what I got to do. That's my internal work. That's what's been shaken up for me. So I'm going to be on that journey hardcore.
Do you know what you're gonna do about that?
Well, we are, we're gonna be getting into some emotions therapy wise, right? We're going in. I advocate for therapy, even though I'm resistant myself being a therapist. But I'm taking my own advice. I'm taking my own profession, and I'm getting in there. I won't give her bad publicity, but it's like I tried with one person to start this journey, and she messed it up. So I crashed out, was upset for a couple hours, was like, I'm not doing therapy ever. I'm not like I can do this on my own. I don't need anybody. And I I came back around because it's time to break old patterns, people. This is the time where it's painful. But if you want things to change, and this is in all areas of your life, you feel complicit, you feel stuck, you feel like I'm done and tired of operating on the same stuff, you need to be doing the opposite of what you're accustomed to doing, knowing that that's going to be more painful and uncomfortable. So I got it together. I reached back out to somebody new and we rescheduled someone else. Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So that's what I'm doing to get more in touch with the feelings within, elevate the unconditional love again within so it can only come out externally. This is what this season, I mean, it's been brewing for months, but this has really been in my face the last month. So that's what we're doing. We're leaning all the way into that.
Nice. Nice work, Blade.
Hey, that's right. We're out here. So hey, I know we're talking about a little bit of just openness of travel and whatnot too, right? A couple weeks of just being open in general, whatever that means, like career, personal, relationships, whatever that looks like for you. So it's like what's ending and what's beginning for you. Like I said, ending is old patterns. I'm tired of doing the same that at some point in time for a long period of time, yes, it did serve me, but it no longer serves me anymore. The leaves are falling, right? They're dying. What needs to die so new growth can come up?
Dang, I gotta do a deep dive on myself because I don't. I'm like, what do I need to work on?
You do. You got to sit there. That's what, like I said, that's what my journey brought me and my awareness last week for my birthday. I just sat with myself, sat myself all day, which was just with me, just listen to music and just sit in some uncomfortable energy and reflect on some stuff. I'm like, where am I at with a lot of different things? What am I accountable for? And how do I take ownership of that and move forward? That's all you can do.
Yeah, I'm glad Libra season shook you up.
It definitely did. It definitely did. So I'm a little nervous, but excited to see what the Scorpio season sheds and what it brings up. But we're in it. And you're in it too. You just haven't pinpointed what exactly is going on, but things are happening for you.
I know. Yeah, I just haven't gone deep enough. Like I haven't pinpointed it. I just been living in it.
Yeah, but you're like right now, you're like lucid dreaming. So it's just a matter of time before you actually awaken yourself. Be like, oh, that's what that is. You know what? Here, I'll tip you off. You were having said realization and things stirring up for you when you were in New York.
Yeah, but I don't know what it was.
Yeah, you do.
I don't think I do.
In fact, you were engaged in a lot of different aspects of art. A lot of different aspects of just being open and just seeing a lot of different things you hadn't seen before, embracing new energy, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that all happened. I just don't know what it means or like what's coming.
I think it means you want to be more open. Just in general, right? You want to see more art. You want to see new smells.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if that means more travel and things for you, but I think that kind of shook and opened you up a little more.
No, you're right.
That's what yeah. So go from there.
All right. Yeah, I thought I was going to hate New York.
See? Take that saying, I thought I was going to hate this. I thought I had this certain opinion about certain things. Do I feel stuck certain places? Again, what old patterns or patterns of am I willing to shake up and trying to deviate from? Yeah. So, hidden thoughts and suppressed emotions, they're going to come up. And what do you want to do with them? Yeah. So, does Spider-Man have anything else for topic of the week before we get to our spooky zen? Okay, enlightened ones. Here we are. We are transitioning into our Zen talk for Halloween week. Blade and Spider-Man are here to give you what you need to feel anchored and grounded for this weekend coming up and for this Scorpio season as we end October and enter November. So Zen Talk is going to be shedding the mask alongside the internal work. What does this look like for you in that shadow work, spooky flow? How do I shed my mask in this awareness? So, you this is a callback almost to a previous episode. If you remember, right? Finding your stillness in the transformation. So, finding your stillness in chaos, right?
Mhm.
This is what this time is. That's what the Libra season was giving us, and then the Scorpio
Mm.
season was here to wash it out.
That's clicking now.
It's firing. We're firing now. Yes, we are. We're firing now. So we're taking the mask off. Know when your growth is being blocked. This is another time. Again, old patterns and whatnot. Where's in growth in all areas? What's been keeping me? What barriers have I continued to lay in place for myself, mentally, emotionally, physically? Don't play the blame game. Don't do this and point to other people and other things. What am I doing that has continued to affirm this consistent pattern that no longer serves me and continues to block my growth in ways that I want to be more open to?
Yeah, something little that I started doing was going to bed earlier and waking up and doing stuff in the morning.
Ooh, how's that been?
It's been alright. I'm like 1 for 2 every week,
Okay.
but, like, I'm getting there.
You're doing something different. That's
Mhm.
where we want to be.
Yeah, and, like, I've been trying to get myself to wake up early and practice for, like, 4 years. You know, so that's actually a
Yeah.
change that I've made within the past couple weeks. That's been nice. Like, I like it.
Right? We got to start. You got to start somewhere and whatnot. Like I said, for me, like I said, big being vulnerable with my enlightened ones for me was the being the hesitant and being so resistant to therapy for my own self, and even though I'm a therapist. And I'm getting in. Okay. We're going in.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But like I said, I tried. She messed it up, but I'm not gonna let the person that I was originally gonna see deviate the whole thing, even though I needed to crash out for a couple hours and it wasn't looking good. But we came back because that was going to be a continual block I was setting up for myself. So I don't know how this next person's gonna go. I'm trying it. We got something scheduled, and I'll let you know how the journey goes in light ones. But that is my commitment to address certain areas that are blocked for me.
Yeah, that's awesome, Deja. I mean, Blade.
Okay. Hey, it's both. We're getting in there. We got to get that work done. So I encourage, and I know you're gonna Spider-Man/Michaela. You're gonna be doing the same over this next week. I can see you are going to be sitting down at some point in time real soon, so you can reflect on these things.
Yeah, probably after this.
Yeah, you'll sit with yourself
That's
for a
what I
bit.
usually
That's
do.
good.
Like, after the pods, you really get me thinking, and then I gotta sit with it and just, like, think about what you said. Like,
That's good.
yeah, it is good.
Yeah. So again, here's this next one of what parts of your life, like the leaves, right, are dying, shedding. Is this intentional? And are you resisting or are you accepting this? What does this look like for you? What areas are coming down, and are you being resistant? Are you being intentional about it? Are you accepting? And last but not least, the season, y'all, is Halloween. There's nowhere to hide. Take the mask off. You are in the mirror. You are in the mirror, as we said last time, to reclaim your worth. The only person that you can't hide from you. You're always sitting with you. You're always in your own energy. You always know the truth, even if you want to lie to everybody else. You always sit with the truth, no matter how much you try to lie to yourself and how much you try to deviate and blame game and all that. There's no running from that.
Yeah, I was thinking about the last part a lot too.
What'd you think about?
Just if everybody I don't know, if everybody was on the same page and I don't know, if you stripped everything away from everyone, that would just be a different world to live in.
No titles, no hierarchy.
Yeah.
Everyone's just existing.
Yeah, we'd all be
Everyone,
chilling.
yeah. No equal, it's just all the same.
Yeah, but a lot of people would crash out because a lot of people, like, rely on that.
Ego, that's
Mhm.
your ego. Yeah, so you got to address that. Yeah. So keep thinking about these things. Okay. Keep marinating, slow burn. Let the butter melt in the pot. Okay. We like
Slowly.
butter.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Yes.
do.
Do love me a good popcorn ball during this season. Like, not going to lie. Those are great.
Mhm.
So, Enlightened ones, I hope you're feeling real zen right now. You're like, damn, y'all got real. Blade Spider Man got deep today. On the Halloween, we had to get in them guts. We had to get in there.
Yeah, Blade's out here being deep, I'm still thinking.
I think Spider Man, is still you're deep because you're deep in thought. Yeah, you know what I mean. That means you've been listening, not just not hearing me.
Yeah, you're right. I'm always listening.
Yeah, I know exactly. So you're always deep. We're always out here. So, anything else to add on Zen for the people before we get to our quote for the ending of this?
I just thought of this. Do you think ghosts are Zen?
I do. I do. I think if you think Zen, okay, we could say like calm. I think maybe that's the traditional way, but I think if you reclaim Zen in the yin and yang, it's the complete, the feminine and the masculine. We have to embody it all for completion. We have to embody the darkness and the light in its completion, the chaos and the beauty and the stillness in its completion. So I think it's all of it.
All right.
Yeah, you're like, dang. Yep. So sit with yourself and let burn an incense. sit with this sit with this episode, get some Palo Santo, some sage, cleanse the energy out because you're ready. I got to do that too, actually.
Mhm.
New season, we need to cleanse this energy out. But
You have to do that.
that's where we're at today. So, um, we will get to this quote. Do you have anything else before I move to that?
No? Get to the quote.
All right. Well, our quote for today, enlightened ones, is horror is is like a serpent, always shedding its skin, always changing, and it will always come back. It can't be hidden away like the guilty secrets we try to keep in our subconscious. Dario Argento. I'm gonna say that again 2 times, just in case you may have heard it the first word as Michaela heard it the first time I read it. It was horror, not horrors. so so let me give that to you on a repeat, just in case you caught it that first time and thought I said horrors. So and think about Halloween. Horror is like a serpent, always shedding its skin, always changing, and it will always come back. It can't be hidden like the guilty secrets we try to keep in our subconscious. Dario Argento.
Yeah, I think it works either way.
Yeah,
Or
honestly. Horror or horrors like a serpent. Yeah, can't hide it. It's gonna come out. It is gonna come out. So, oh, hope you have enjoyed this episode, Enlightened Ones. Again, if you have been listening to this entire episode and you didn't get the added bonus of seeing Blade and Spider-Man in full outfit and costume, we suggest that you go on YouTube, like and subscribe, and give us a view on the video so you can get the full experience.
Mhm. Check us out.
Check us out. So be safe out there in these streets this weekend. Have a little fun, let loose, and mean and be safe. Call drivers if you need, call your Uber and Lyft people, put the keys up, and just be out on good vibes. We got a lot of elevated energy out there. It's fun to get loose every once in a while. Like I said, hand candy out to the kids, be with yourself, watch horror movies or whatever if you want. If you don't want to be out in the streets, go trick or whatever you do, just do it with some warming and positive self-love energy in there. Take a little picture of that.
Yeah.
That could be like a little meme for you. Like we need you to like send a pic. That could be a sticker.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, enlightened ones. Well, we appreciate you. Happy Halloween. Again, this is Deja/Blade.
This is Michaela / Spider-Man.
And we will talk with y'all next time.
Peace.
Peace.